there folks, welcome back to my channel. It's Handmade by Shirley, and thank you so much to all my present subscribers and my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Today I'm going to make a sort of spotlight on one colour, which is blue, and I've used a couple of pieces of card. So I've got my square 5x5 base. Now this is from the Gummiapan advent calendar from last year. So I've cut a white piece out and then I've cut a blue piece out because I want to make the spotlight colour blue. So that's a nice piece of blue linen. Obviously I cut out one of my little sprigs with hearts on it from there, but that'll be covered because I'll be putting the white on top. So I've cut out 3 whites and 1 blue, and as I say, this was from the Gummiapan advent calendar from last year, and this is the sprig. This is what it was called. So if you want that or are interested, but you don't have to, you can just use anything in your stash. And I've also pulled out a embossing folder, which I thought I'd just put on the top of here. And this is a really old Crafts 2 one. I don't know if you would still get it, but it's a kind of, I don't know what you'd call that, quilted type trellisy, I don't know. So I'm going to pop that white one in anyway, and I'm popping it into my machine with my sandwich that I can use, which is on this one is the base plate and the 2 clear plates, no number 2 plate. Oh, I'm just going to pop that through. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's it. Right. Oh, sorry folks. And that just gives you a lovely trellisy piece. So what I thought I'd do is put those to the side. Let's see, I've cut all these bits out because it's just easier because it takes so long. I've got a white ribbon as well, which I might use. So all I want to really do is just glue this piece. Where's my glue? Here. On top of this blue piece, but with the debossed side's nice as well, isn't it? But just leaving a bit of blue at the bottom showing. So this is quite a quick card to make as well, so it's not. So just placing that on top and just pulling it up very slightly there. And then leaving that edge at the bottom, pull it over a bit because it's, let's chop that bit off actually. Might chop these ends off because I don't want to see the blue at the side. So just take this out the way. I'll just take that and give it a wee chop off, so that'll be slightly smaller. And now I've got glue everywhere. That was a bit daft, wasn't it? Just get that glue off the back of there. Just wiped it with a cloth. Right, and the same at this side, so we'll need to do it that way because it's easier. There we go, so that just makes it neater. Now let's just see, we probably pop that just on that right hand side. It could go on the left hand side for a change, or in the middle. I might actually pop it in the middle. Let's pop it in the middle. So just gluing this part and just pop this on. That's quite a good way of just using up scraps of paper as well if you've cut into it and you need to use that piece of paper you can always cover it with something else like I've done here. So the next thing I want to do is to compile this. So they're very small and very delicate, but they are beautiful. So I thought I'd have the three together and the blue one just on top. So let's just see. Might just something like that. So let's just pop these on. Just a wee bit glue on. I'm not going right to the top with the glue because I don't want them all fixed down necessarily. And then just popping that here. This bit's got stuck underneath. Wait a minute here. There we go. It's better. And let's put. Wish I could find my tweezers. I seem to have lost my tweezers. They seem to have disappeared. So I'm putting less glue on that top part. Might have to cut another bit of these out. Let's just pop this on there because I want that to kind of, so that one I want to kind of lift up as well. I don't want it to be stuck down. And then this one here, because they'll kind of disappear into the card if they're completely stuck down. That's what I see anyway. Just a few wee dots of glue on the very bottom. And then I'll pop this one on the middle, like that. So the same really, don't put glue, we're not putting glue on the top ones really, put a bit up to there, and I'll put the rest on here. Oh, too much glue. And then pop that more or less there in the middle. Right, so I've popped that down. And I think that looks pretty nice. So I've got this piece of ribbon. So I could, what I think I'm going to do is I've got some ribbon here at the back as well, which I just need to pick up one that's quite, it doesn't have to be exactly the same colour, I don't suppose. See, that might be too light. Yeah, it's a bit light, that one. I think I'm going to just leave it at the minute. But let's see what else I can add here. Let's see if we've got any little things in this tin of surprises, which is actually just my gem box. So it's not a tin of surprises really at all. Now I have got these little tiny, but they're gold, so I might use one of the butterflies on it. Wouldn't normally, but anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bit off. I'm going to take my 2 bunny ears, because that's how I make bows, and then pop the 1 bunny ear through the hole and pull it back, and then just get it to where you want it to be. You could have a very small one, you could have a bigger one, but this card I think smaller is better. So I could pop that onto there. It doesn't really show up, so I wonder if there's a blue in my box of, just move these to the side. in my box of alcohol markers. Now there's several blues, so there isn't one that's probably, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a proper blue that I would use on this particular card. Let me see, let's get a bit of scrap paper here. This is scrap paper, so there's that colour. Yeah, maybe it is, maybe that would work. So let's take this back out, move that bit, and then I've got the bigger tip, so I'm just laying this out and I'm just going over it with my pen, and that's just a way of getting the correct colour if you want that on the project. And then I'll do the opposite side as well, and then that just gives it a bit more on both sides. I'll do a little bit more here, just so I've got enough. I mean, I probably won't use the whole amount of ribbon here, but it's good to have it coloured. So just colour this end as well. Now you can do this with inks as well, but I don't want to get any inks out because I'll just get covered in it, and then that'll be a whole different thing. So I've covered most of that, so that should be fine, and then that'll have dried fine and quickly. So pop that away, and then I'll just remake my bow, and then that will stand out a little bit, and that'll be another part of the spotlight card. So just bunny ears again, and pop it through, and then pull back so that you get it to the size that you want. That's always how I've made bows. I was kind of taught that when I first went to my very first card class all these years ago, which was like when I actually went to learn. I went to a couple of card classes. Well, I went actually quite weekly for quite a number of years, and I just loved them. I don't go to anything like that now, though. So this was how I was taught by the person who was taking the class to make them. So this one's a bit funny, but I might have to take that out. This will take the longest part, is doing this. So make it slightly bigger, and then that will be easier to... My hands are now covered in alcohol ink, but hey ho. I'll be going out to teach, teaching some music in my choir this afternoon, so I'll be... Oh well, I'm sure they won't notice. Right, I'm digressing. So yeah, I could pop that onto there. So I'll just cut this down, there and there, at a slight angle. Just pull that back again because I still think it's a wee bit big. Pull that right back. And I'll cut this again because I don't want big long tails on it. I just want little ones, and then I can pop that onto there. So I don't have any glue dots on my table. So I'm just going to have to do it with a piece of glue. Just roughly here. I'm going to do it there. Just hold that for a bit till it grabs. And then I'm not sure if I'll put this on. I was going to, but I'm not sure it's quite appropriate. No, I'll just leave it. So what I will do is I'll add my sentiment, which is going to be one of these Julie Hickey ones again, and I'm just going to pop it onto there. So maybe I'll do a wee series on spotlight on certain colours. Let me know if you fancy that in the comments. I might put a wee poll into the community page if you wanted to look on that. That would be great. Because I do sometimes add some things to that as well. So I have got a couple of, maybe one of these. So maybe not that. What I will add is my pearl drops. Just round about. So one there. Squeeze it out, making it a wee bit bigger. One here. And where else will I put one? Down here somewhere. I might do a tiny wee one there, a tiny one there, tiny one there, and that's my card. So thanks for joining me again, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. And if you would like me to make spotlight on certain colours, I can do that. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I'd be absolutely delighted to have you here. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.